Hello, beautiful souls. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot, and this is your July monthly general intuitive tarot reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Capricorn. I hope you're well, Capricorn. And as always, I just want to give you a quick little reminder that not every reading or every message will resonate with everybody because it is a general intuitive reading. All right. So just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Okay. I do want to start with the astrological events of the month. A few of the key ones I want to call out. And I want to start namely with what occurs on July 2nd. Because on that day, Neptune begins its retrograde in Pisces. Okay? Now, I know that for some of you, this energy might feel like it's a little bit of, foggy, and you might have a very hard time staying grounded in that fog, okay? And you might feel like you're getting lost in that fog. But in any event, I would tell you that it is an actual good time to work on your intuitive powers and to use your imagination. Now, on that exact same day, Mercury is going to enter Leo, and so this is it increases your creative abilities and your creativity. So all the more reason why, on this day to really just be using your intuition, your imagination, your creativity, and focus on those types of projects. Okay? Now, once Mercury is in Leo, on the next day, which is July 3rd, it actually is going to be in opposition to Pluto, which is in Aquarius. Okay? So I'm going to say that, I want to call this out because this is what I call fighting energy. Okay? When we have this opposition. So, okay, what does that mean? That means that, you could have a tendency to lash out at somebody on July 3rd, particularly if you feel somebody's trying to control you or somebody's trying to run things their way and it's not your way, okay? So all I would say to you is to try and stay positive on that day, okay? Focus on positive transformations, okay? Whoop. What is going on there? Okay. So now let's move on to what's next. Okay, let's move to July 15. This is where Mars is going to ingress in Gemini. Now, Mars is very strong, passionate energy, right? And, I would say that, this conjunction, it's actually Mars will conjoin with Uranus. So it's a conjunction where the energy, the energy is going to sort of feel like you have this strong motivation for change. Okay? Which is good, which is always a good energy to have. Because if you do want to make a major change in your life, then I would say focus in on that because you're actually going to have the drive to make it happen, okay? You're going to have that passion. You're going to have that Mars strong energy behind you, okay? And you will actually be able to make the change because you have the drive and you could actually make it happen really quickly, okay? And then the last thing I want to call out is on the 20th of July, and it's Mars again. This time Mars is going to ingress in Gemini. And with that strong passion and energy that I was talking about, you combine that now with Gemini, which is an air sign, right? And that's all about the mind, right? So what do you get when you combine that is that basically you're going to have all these ideas coming to you, okay? And you can work on these ideas and you're going to be actually passionate about these ideas. So I would say that if you've had problems that you've put on the back burner because you didn't know how to solve them, now's the time to solve them with this Mars energy because you'll be able to see the problem from many different angles, right? Because of the Gemini, but you'll also be able to come up with some ingenious solutions, okay, with that Mars energy. All right, my friends. So check out your natal chart, see how you can take advantage of the energies. And now let's get into your tarot reading. So, something popped out here. Queen of Swords. Somebody's trying to get clarity of mind. Interesting. Or clarity on a situation. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, anyway, I give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, in the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Capricorn seekers. Let's see what they have for you, Capricorn, for the month of July. 4 cards, please, for Capricorn. Temperance. Starting the month off with Temperance. And in the next is the Six of Swords with the Sun card. Have the King of Pentacles. You have the Judgment card. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is 3 of Swords. Okay, let's see what's behind it. Yeah, there's the Devil. Okay. I was getting a very strong feeling of mayhem. Capricorn. I have to call a spade, right? If you look at this card here, this card's got a whole bunch of paper just flying around the room like it's just causing mayhem. And it's like as if somebody's come in and cast a spell on top of this table and just all the papers are flying around. And it's like the devil is acting here to cause some problems. And I feel like this is the situation that you're encountering as you start the month. And you are working very hard to be patient through to the end of something, which at the beginning of the month rectifies itself as you get to the end of the month. And at the end of the month, it's like you have this new something, this new relationship, this new life, this new something, this rebirth. But I really feel like it's almost like a new relationship somewhere down the line. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but I'll wait for the clarifiers to come out and give me more. But I do feel like you want something to go in a better direction because you know it'll bring you much more happiness. Now, the Six of Swords is that card of saying things are going in the right direction. So continue to be positive about it because you're going to get to the other side of this. But I do feel that there's a very strong character here in this King of Pentacles, okay? Now, I don't know if this is you. I feel like it's somebody else, and I feel like that's why I said this new relationship. So I don't know if this is your partner. I don't know if this is your child. I'm getting a strong sense of a masculine energy. Again, it's not gender specific, but it's a masculine energy of being quite strong and being quite, somebody who's like a little bit, strong and, is like a businessman, right? Like, businessmen, they come in, they negotiate, and they have this energy of they want to cut you down or, I kind of feel like there's this energy of a little bit of brashness, and usually I don't get that from this card, but I get that often from the Page of Pentacles because it's a younger energy, which is kind of a bold energy where someone's kind of that page is carrying a bigger sword than than they, really can handle, but that makes them feel like big man on campus. That's what I'm kind of feeling here. There's an energy here of big man on campus. And I'm not sure if this is something in this relationship where you've had trouble in the past, but something's coming to the surface here, okay? I feel like this mayhem is finally coming to the surface, and I don't know if that is, what exactly. So let's start to clarify these cards. Let's clarify the Temperance. So you could have a conflict at home. I'm kind of feeling like it could be like with, I don't know, I want to say maybe you're, someone who's living there, or perhaps, I don't know, could be your child. I just kind of feel like, that, this, as I said, the problem needs to come to the surface. It has to be brought to light. Clarity needs to be obtained. And that's clarity between the two of you, because I really feel like the two of you are coming at this from different angles, and that you are sort of misunderstanding each other, mainly because that's kind of what happens a lot of the time in our relationships, is that, if there's a conflict, then you need to communicate. Now, I do feel with this Queen of Swords that, yes, you do need to communicate, and your communication will rectify a lot of stuff. That's why it's patience. Patience is a virtue here, okay? You might be running out of patience, but if you're not, and you are being very patient, then the message here is to communicate, okay? Nobody is deceiving anybody here. It's just a misunderstanding of communication, and you just have to remain open to resolving things. And that's what I feel for you in this second week, is where you become more open to resolving whatever this situation might be. But I do feel like it needs to come to the surface, because you have the Four of Swords in reverse. Now, usually the Four of Swords in the upright is very much a card of, look at this guy, resting, chilling out, whatever. There is no rest here for you in this month because of this mayhem. I feel like you need to sort this out for good. That's what I want to tell you. Okay, now I know this is probably a very specific message. It's probably not for everybody, but unfortunately, the guides, the angels, they send me these messages that I have to spit out to somebody, because it's very important to them, important for them to know this. But if you are experiencing something with somebody in this month of July, in general, I just say, it's always good to communicate with whoever you are to sort out any stupid little things, okay? Even if it's not something as, crazy, whatever. I just feel like you're more open to it in the second week, when things start to flow so much better. Okay, let's clarify the Six of Swords and the Sun card, please. Yeah, you know that there's a certain path that you have to go down here, and that there is a light at the end of that tunnel, is what I want to say to you here. I feel like somebody is in the dark. Again, this is why I say there is a misunderstanding here. And I do feel like it's because I want to say this, and we'll see if the cards bear it out, but I feel like, you're very protective. Okay, you're very protective of someone. Yeah, there it is, the positive card right there, the Star card. You're very protective of somebody, okay, or of someone, and this person just doesn't understand the protection as necessarily being a good thing. They just misunderstand it, right? So sometimes people need space because they feel like they're being smothered, but in fact, you're just trying to love them, right? Okay, so I'm just calling that out because I do feel like in the second week you can be much more open and that clarity can come out, that the stars will shine so much that the universe will be in alignment with you where you can come to this understanding of this, of this, whatever this misunderstanding may be. And Two of Cups, the relationship is definitely going to get so much better in that week. Okay. Now let's clarify this King of Pentacles, because it's a very interesting character, or sense that I'm getting off of this character. So in the sense that this is somebody who puts a lot of hard work to something that is somebody who, as I said, it might be a younger person, but they act like they're older, or they trying to be this older person, even though perhaps they're not older in age, like older in age. I'm getting that very strong sense. But I'm also getting again here that protective nature here, okay? So this is why I say I feel like it's a younger person, because there's very much a sense of you wanting to take care of them and you wanting to solve their problems for them. But sometimes when you try to do that for somebody who's not ready, or for somebody who, just wants space, then it's not going to work, okay? But as I said, if you can get out there and communicate and explain it to them, or get them to understand that you do this out of love for them, and if they might say that's great, and I care about you too, but just give me a little space, because otherwise you're going to continue to battle, and I don't feel like that's I don't feel that's the end result, because at the end of the month you have the Judgment card, which is revival, right? It's a rebirth, right? Yeah, I think that if you just put it out into the universe, then the universe will answer you as to, especially if you don't know how to approach this situation. I would say to you that, just ask your guides, ask the universe to help you, and they'll give you the answer. Okay. And, what will come of that is this Knight of Cups, which is a feeling more of coming back to being, a more sharing situation, more of a message of love, if you will, okay? And, maybe opening your heart, listening, and that person will open their heart and listen as well. So let's clarify this Judgment now. Judgment card. Let's clarify Judgment, because it's the end of the month, and I think this all gets resolved beautifully, because there is, as I said, a revival. It's a rebirth. It's coming into something very new, and yes, and there it is. There is that Page of Wands. So yeah, you're coming back now into a mode where things can be a bit more free. Okay, that's the sense I'm getting off of this card. There's freedom in this card. Okay. And a feeling of energy, being energetic again. Okay, so whatever this mayhem was probably was holding you back. You needed this patience, but if you open up and get through it, then you're going to have this feeling of being very, very enthusiastic again about this relationship. There's the King of Cups. Most certainly there is love here. Most certainly there is, I want to say, a genuine interest for somebody to care for them, and a genuine, a genuineness about wanting to take care of somebody and trying to understand somebody here. Okay. And I feel like this is quite reciprocal once the misunderstandings are cleared up. Okay, final card for, find a clarifier for Judgment, please. Yeah, ending with the Empress, which is beautiful. Okay, so back to new growth, new rebirth, right? And a great relationship at the end of the day. All right, Capricorn, let's pull you a final message from the Oracle of the Fairies. Let's see what they have to say for you. Final message for Capricorn for the month of July, please. Precious time. Precious time. And I'll read that to you. And it says, the Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Okay, that's kind of an appropriate message, certainly, I would say, for what is coming out of here. So I just want to say absolutely, yeah, I mean, maybe this wasn't a message for a lot of people this month, but certainly I know that needs to get out to certain people to hear this message, Capricorn. And I do hope that the message is resonating with you and for you. So now, of course, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That lets me know the messages are getting out to you, that you're hearing them, and it helps the channel to grow to get these kind of messages out to other people who really do need to hear them too, okay? So just a quick reminder, I have posted the names of the winners of my 2 contests, my April and my May contest, and I've done that in 2 places, okay? So the first place I did it was a post in the community tab of the channel. Now, I know a lot of people don't see the posts always in the community tab, or they don't necessarily go to the community tab. So I just also want to let you know that I made 2 videos. For the April contest, I posted the video the 1st of May, and it was a very short video, okay? So it's in the shorts category. But I also did a video for my May contest, and I posted that on June 1st. And it's a slightly longer one, so it'll be in the normal place my videos are. But just want to call that out because I haven't heard from the winners yet. And so I want to remind everybody to take a look there so that if you are the winner, you can claim your free personal tarot reading because it is free and it's a personal reading, okay? And so I want you to be able to claim that prize. All right, take care, my lovely ones. See you next time. And until then, know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.